Today, Kaine was told that some Virginia Democratic voters are calling on him to resign on social media. Kaine chuckled in response and said, quote, "That's hilarious."
So recently, Americans have been taking precious time out of their days to shower Chuck Schumer with the hatred and vitriol and insults that he deserves for caving to the Republicans. And while that is incredibly justifiable, don't get me wrong, I love a Chuck Schumer hate train. I am the first to buy a ticket to the Chuck Schumer hate train. There's one senator who I believe deserves a lot of attention, a lot more attention than we're giving him. Senator Tim Kaine from Virginia is putting on a Class A performance in how to be not just a traitor, but an incompetent loser. Senator Tim Kaine decided to go on live television and tell the American people, hey, this was actually the best deal we were gonna get. This 40-day shutdown, it was all for nothing. And I don't even care if the Republicans aren't going to cave in a month when it comes to the ACA subsidies. They weren't going to cave now, so I did what was best. Not only is that a lie, it's pathetic. It's pathetic. It's proof he doesn't even know the P in politics. He doesn't understand that the Democrats had leverage for the first time during this Trump administration. Not only did the elected Democrats have leverage, but every single American had leverage against every single elected Republican. And Tim Kaine squandered that. Not only did he squander it, he did it in the most ridiculous way possible that it revealed the whole jig. So we know that Chuck Schumer orchestrated this vote. He specifically went to 8 Democrats, specifically 8 Democrats who are not up for re-election, in 2026, and who may even retire. He went to those 8 Democrats and said, you have to take the fall. And Tim Kaine was one of those 8 Democrats. And Tim Kaine said, boy, howdy, I am excited to take the fall for this because I don't actually care about the American people or serving them. I don't even know what I'm doing here in the Senate. I'm a nothing senator. So he said, fine, I'm going to take the fall. But then he went on live television the next day and said, actually, it wasn't just 8 of us who were willing to sell Americans down the river. A lot more of the Democrats were willing to do that. So not only have you squandered all of the political goodwill Democrats gained during the last elections in Tuesday, right? Not only have you squandered that, you have basically made it impossible for Americans to trust you ever again because you are blatantly lying on television over and over and over again. The biggest lie that you are telling is that the Republicans were never going to budge. That is a lie because the Democrats had all of the leverage. What happened was that you got scared. You got scared. And for some reason, you thought it was a good idea to listen to Chuck Schumer. And if you are a senator who is willing to give Chuck Schumer the time of day, you don't deserve to be a senator. So Senator Tim Kaine, when all of your constituents, Virginians, when they're calling you to resign, they're not joking. They mean it. Resign in shame. Everybody hates you.